you are in Sweden, and the Nobel Prize is from Sweden, right? And last year, they made quite a big breakthrough in physics, and it seems to be a game changer. And you can see here the things I've marked here. So one of the things is the entangled quantum states.
Oh,
so what they
wonderful.
discovered is where two particles behave like a single unit even when they are separate.
Yeah.
And then this is the sort of the experiment they did. So
does color exist when no one is watching? a modern koan.
yeah. But it in my understanding, it is so if you're watching and see one ball is black, then the other one across the universe will be white. So they're acting like one thing. And I feel like that's sort of related to your understanding and your knowledge. So maybe you can expand on that a little bit.
Absolutely. Quantum entanglement and the double slit experiment.
Yeah.
Both of those explain how the universe got here. It explains how magic works, and it explains how the whole universe is connected as one. Both of those things. Obviously, as you just said, with quantum entanglement, if you take a subatomic particle, you take the negative half and you put it on your coffee table, you take the positive half and you put that in another galaxy at the other end of the universe. When you agitate this one on your table, the one at the other end of the universe agitates simultaneously, no time difference, at the same time. And of course, this is how magic works. You just have to have that quantum entanglement. Let's take one that everyone is aware of, probably for the wrong reasons. Voodoo, the voodoo doll. If you take someone's fingernail clipping or a piece of hair or whatever and put it in your voodoo doll, you now have quantum entanglement with the person who belongs to the fingernail, basically. And from there has been experiments, real experiments, scientifically proven over and over again, same outcome each time, whereby let me quickly give you the experiment. Basically, scientists took a bunch of people, and the bunch of people were all given a little tiny voodoo doll, and they all put something of theirs in the voodoo doll. It was either a piece of hair or a wedding ring, something personal. And then that doll was given to other people in another room in the building. The people in the room in the building started to massage the voodoo dolls. The people who the voodoo dolls represented in the other room had monitors on their body. And whilst the people in the other room was massaging the voodoo dolls, the people, the owners of the voodoo dolls, started to display. They didn't know what was happening. They didn't know if they were going to have pins poked in or what. But they all started to display all of the same symptoms of someone having a deep tissue massage straight away. So they did this over and over and over again, and they got the same results. So there's evidence in that. So yes, you are right. You are correct. Quantum entanglement is why magic works. It's a scientific example of why magic works. What was the other thing you were talking about again?
Well, I think it was the observation of the consciousness, I would say.
The double slit experiment. Yeah. Did you want to go into that one?
Yeah, please.
Real quick, very easy. If most people in the world understand the double slit experiment these days, basically when you look at and be aware of a subatomic particle, it appears to be solid, a solid particle. When you take your awareness, your attention off of the particle, it demanifests and becomes a waveform. That's just a scientific fact, and it's been known for decades. It's old news, basically. So Awareness is what keeps things together. If there's nothing watching you, let me back up a little bit. Everything in the universe is made up of subatomic particles at some point. I mean, it's energy before then, but it is. So before there was matter, before there was any particles, that would imply that there was nothing there placing attention on the universe. But at some point, for many reasons, and we all know what that is by now, the universe became self-aware. And as soon as it became self-aware and tried to place its attention on itself, the good old double slit experiment kicks in and everything becomes particle form. Now you can see it. Some people would call it the Big Bang. It doesn't matter what you call it, it happened. So the moment the universe becomes self-aware, it becomes manifest. Simple as that.